So you guys draw in. Chad is going to scoop Justin in, and then the winner of the other 4 games gets in. Clean cut. There's always a clean cut here. All right, so we've got Troy King playing Bant Auras. I think in round 1 I had it Bant Hexproof, but then I realized the only 4 Hexproof creatures he has are the Geist of St. Trav.
Well, it's more of an aggro.
Yeah, I know, but it's like 3 different decks jammed together.
It is Bant.
I changed it. I think literally every time he's on camera I say something different.
Well, I mean...
Just putting Bant Auras aggro.
Question in the chat, more importantly, as I saw... Well, let's talk about this. It's Bant Pants. Yeah, Skull King says. That's another name. Playing against the stream regular Garrett Meadows, who is running Junk Reanimator. Now, I'm very curious about how this matchup goes. I would think if Troy's deck was like legit Bant Hexproof, like he'd be a huge favorite in this matchup. But since he has a lot of creatures that you can Angel of Serenity, I think that Garrett has a fighting chance here. Especially now with the main deck Dryad Militants. So,
he just needs nuts like he got.
Question in the chat from XGen, okay, there's a lot of consonants, asking if I'm going to Northern Ireland on my holiday. We will be there for exactly 1 day, and I don't know where we're going because someone else is planning that. But feel free to contact me on Facebook, and I would definitely try to meet up if I can. So there is the Geist of St. Traft, but not nearly as good against a 1-3 blocker. Of course, the assumption that that Geist of St. Traft isn't going to get upgraded in some fashion is probably unreasonable. Dryad Militant is a card that when it came out I thought would for sure see play in Legacy, and it really hasn't made as much of a splash as I had thought it would.
It's not bad.
Well, it gets so much inconsequential, like it's a 2-power 1-drop, which is fine by itself in aggressive decks, especially like in a Maverick build or something, but like it turns off game 1 against Dredge, they can't beat it. They just become like the slowest Icarid deck in the world because all the therapies, all the Dread returns are turned off. So they can't combo. They can only just Dredge, bring back Icarids, and make combos like that.
Yeah. Also, like, it also is
like great against
white.
It's also good against Delver. Yeah. Also good against Snapcaster decks.
It's easy to cast, easy.
It is. You can play it in Death and Taxes.
Like a years being up in popularity, maybe.
Who knows? I do know this. Bam, Thragtusk count up to 1 tonight. The first round 4. I know. 4 minutes into round 4 is the first sighting of a Thragtusk. Meanwhile, I forgot to mention that the guys picked up Unflinching Courage.
Yeah, that's kind of important.
Well, it's not bad. So it had dropped Garrett down to 8. Garrett does a quick maintenance on his card sleeves there. Passes back to Troy, who has to decide what he wants to do here. Silverblade, paired with the 4/4 life-linking Trampler. Hexproof that makes a 4/4 Angel token.
It's not a bad play.
So what you're telling me, Joseph, is that Troy is in an advantageous position.
I'm going to debatable. But
I'm going to go out on a limb and suggest that you are possibly correct in that assumption.
Yeah, I thought about it for a while.
You did? I've been thinking about it for months.
I mean,
finally ready to release my findings. Only one person has followed me on Twitter tonight, which means only one person has possibly taken advantage of the Twitter giveaway. It wasn't you, because you were number 472, Drew. I did see you followed me earlier tonight.
Let's get back on Twitter.
So if you don't go on Twitter and follow me and retweet the giveaway tweet from during round 2, you're not going to win this playset of Foil Grizzly Savage. Not as good as the Stomping Ground we gave away last week, but it's hard to have unlimited giveaway Stomping Grounds.
Yeah.
So serving in with the man, I would just serve in with the Militant. Well, no, I wouldn't serve in with the Militant. Probably the Strangleroot guys too, because he's not. Did he just? Well, the Strangleroot has haste. Doesn't matter if he casts it or not. But like, he's never going to block the Strangleroot, so he might as well just get in the 2 damage.
He's still a good spot though.
Oh, it's not like he's it's an embarrassment of riches, as we would say. So a 4/4 life-linking trampling guy. The 4/4 angel that brought to the party. So we're staring down, if Garrett chooses to take it, 12 damage, correct? 4, 8,
Yep.
12? It's going to gain. It's going to gain 8. Put him back up to 30 and drop Garrett to 5. More importantly, what are Garrett's outs here? He's 2 off of Angel. Angel wouldn't help him here.
He doesn't play Abrupt Decay.
Renounce the Guilds isn't even good here because he'll just sack the Dryad Militant.
Yeah.
Not even sure Garrett's playing Renounce the Guilds in the main. Probably not. I may have just made that up. Still had all these lands. And we move on to a game 2. So this is a win and in round. This is our last round of Swiss. Both of these players sitting on 2 wins. The winner guaranteed to make it into the top 8. The loser will miss out, as it's a clean cut between the top 2 tables. Well, that's not true. If Chandler Runyon wins, he's the pair up. If he beats Brad Camp, then there will be one 6-point player make it in. And that will probably be the loser of Jonathan Wright versus Michael Taylor. You know, these are very important things I got to tell you guys,
yes.
Especially for all the people on the stream who, number one, don't know who any of these people are, don't know what decks they're playing, and could not care less about who makes it into the bottom of the top 8.
Well, Jonathan Wright, as we saw earlier, is playing American Control, and Michael Taylor is playing Black-White Humans.
So Jonathan's going to win that one because he has so many burn spells. No, Michael's a fine player, but I think that's not a matchup he's going to be really excited about.
He draws a lot of pillars. So that all the value creatures.
Yep. Hey, you know what this would be a good time to do?
Open a pack.
I'm not going to open a pack during the middle of the game.
Oh my gosh.
It's too crazy even for me.
How many packs are
Would be,
left?
well, I've got one each of the Innistrad block, and then this Modern Masters pack. So far, I've opened 3 packs tonight for a grand total of 0 cards I'm interested in owning. That's going to happen sometimes. What can you do? What can you do?
You can cry about it.
I did think about crying about it. I just got really tired all of a sudden. It's really hard. It is surprising.
What time is it?
It is 9:30. Yeah, it's going to be an early night tonight, which is good because that means everyone can go home, rest up, and be back here tomorrow for a chance to win a free box of Modern Masters. Possibly play a $25 Modern Masters draft. Possibly get on a four-man Commander Pods for only $5. $15 regular drafts or $15 Modern or Standard winner boxes. That's right, it's Customer Appreciation Day at Lost Legion Games and Comics in South Charleston, West Virginia. It should be a lot of fun, actually. I mean, everyone should come and play in the event because you string together enough wins, you win a free box of Modern Masters. I don't understand how you could not want to do that if you don't have something else going on this Saturday. There's literally no downside to that. You come, you lose your first 2 rounds, you go over, you sign up for a winner box or a Modern Masters draft. You can't buy 3 packs of Modern Masters for $25. But in this case, you get not only do you get 3 packs, you get a draft, and you get there's some modest prize support that goes along with that. So that in and of itself is fun. A lot of the people always talk about, Commander. This is a perfect chance to come down and get in on the $5 casual Commander pod. Winner boxes are fun. I'm sure a Modern one will fire up if enough people come down for that. So the key is you come here. The store gives back and the chance to win a sweet box. In worst case scenario, you play a lot of Magic and have fun.
Yeah.
You get some sweet trades.
Yeah.
You get to see my dumb ass walking around. I'm actually thinking of playing tomorrow. I'm definitely playing tomorrow. I'm not streaming it tomorrow, but I just haven't decided whose deck to borrow.
It's kind of blasphemous playing Standard.
I know, right? I don't like Standard, but I would gladly play it.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Goblins aren't a thing, are they?
They are not a thing.
I wish.
Yeah, this red deck wins that Joseph's playing. It's like a
It has
poor man. It's like a
goblins.
poor man's red deck wins when compared to the burn decks of old. I can't go turn one Goblin Guide. I don't even see the point of waking up in the morning. So these guys have sideboarded here. Is Garrett playing any kind of sack effects? Is he playing possibly Devour Flesh or Barter in Blood? I don't know if
I don't
he
believe
is.
so, 'cause
You see in his hand, Unburial Rites a... what's that guy? The 1/3? Oh, no. Fiend Hunter. So, Mulch, Garrett attempts to draw the cards prior to casting the Mulch, catches himself, takes a Gavany Township, which is apparently his third land. We see a Garrett Relentless. I think that's a main board card, actually.
just say Garrett Relentless.
I probably did.
Yeah, you did.
It's very hard to catch yourself from doing that. God Eater in the chat asking how long has it been since I played. How long has it been since I played? I played last summer at an FNM, maybe June of last year.
I say a long time ago, or like that, or ages.
Yes. Forever ago is a good answer. I did play one. I think a year ago. I borrowed where I built a deck out of Scotty's cards on a Wednesday because I knew he wasn't going to be there.
Yeah,
And then we chopped the top four, I think. And ironically, I told them in that top four, I said, I'm fine with playing. You just guys need to decide one way or the other. And everybody else decided to chop, and so we chopped. And that was the last time I had store credit. All right, so Garrett's main plan here is to attack Troy's mana base with a acidic slime. But, I mean, Troy's deck is capable of putting a Spectral Flight on this Geist and just racing here.
yeah, it's another green, so...
Unflinching Courage? Unflinching Courage is actually not that great because he can gang block.
Yeah. Or Acidic Slime, just...
Yeah.
Death Touch.
Someone in the chat mentioning they live in North Carolina, which means they're probably slightly too far away for participating in tomorrow's Customer Appreciation Day, but it's only a smooth 8-hour drive. Of course, this same person mentioned that they are 14, so probably unlikely to find a ride in that time. But I'm not kidding. I've advertised this event for almost a month now, and try to remind people this is the perfect opportunity. You know, if you live in Columbus or Blacksburg or Lexington, you're looking for an excuse to come play some Magic. Free is a very good cost of entry. Unburial Rites cast from the hand, reanimating the acidic slime. Even more impressive, or even more brutal, is the killing the acidic slime after combat to flip Garrett. Then rebuy your acidic slime. Next turn, he's going to sack a wolf, go get another acidic slime, and then have that in at the ready for the next unbeatable aura that Troy puts on his dude. It's interesting how these Reanimator decks like just turn into an acidic, like a really bad land destruction deck. See, that's exactly what's going to happen. He has to attack. No, that's a mistake. You have to attack into the Garrett because I think, like I know you lose your Geist, but you're going to lose. I don't know. Troy needs to find, he doesn't play Spirit Mammal, right? He needs to find a, Spectral Flight in order to have any chance here. Because if he can't go to the air, he can attack, gain 6 every turn, possibly race.
Yeah.
But he's going to lose that Unflinching Courage now. Garrett's in such a great spot here because he's got another one in his hand. He has another Unburial Rites to flash back should he need to. So, if he can close this game out before Troy finds a Spectral Flight, we should be okay. Of course, now it doesn't even matter because the lifelink enchantment's gone, so Troy up against it. These have been two very lopsided games. Question in the chat about where we are located. We are located in South Charleston, West Virginia. Conveniently located at the intersection of I-70, 779, and 64.
This is Zach Sells Magic, the Wolf.
98.5 The Wolf. Come on down to the Free Modern Masters Tournament. Sign up for free rush tickets.
Every Sunday.
So, coming up next, we got the new one from Nickelback. We will never have the new one from Nickelback on the stream. That's the second time I've done radio announcer voice and mentioned sign up for free rush tickets in the history of the stream. So what are we thinking about here? So the Smiter slows down Garrett's offense here, and he did have to cash in his Garrett in order to get the acidic slime. So now Garrett is in a situation where he's got to think. I can't make out what that card is in his hand. It looks like another Gavany Township. So we're going to serve in with everything. Of course, Garrett does have Gavany activation open. So Garrett is willing to throw away a wolf. So if he eats a wolf, he can take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He'll die. So Troy has to. That's not the right. That can't be right. You put the. Oh, he's got a trick. Okay. Selesnya Charm, plussing the Geist, making it a 4/4, which means that in this way, the Geist sticks around. Garrett's going to Gavany and push through 5 damage. No, he's not going to Gavany. I guess in this case there's no need to, because now you can use your mana more effectively.
Flashback. That very nice to get the slime back again.
Or you can just cast a Thragtusk.
Number 2.
Dose.
Well, it's just that kind of situation where he's threatening lethal by having the access to the Gavany Township.
Yeah.
So Troy has to play around it, but after he assigns blockers, then it's not as advantageous to sink your mana into it. Tapping 5 mana to shock your opponent is not usually as good. Is it? Although isn't that what Stinsia Bloodhold does exclusively?
Yeah.
You have to tap 6 because you have to tap it.
Yep. So I mean, but you don't need creatures to do it.
So there is the Silverblade Paladin, but Troy's still not in a position where he can attack. But Garrett does have some unfavorable attacks now himself. I think Garrett is really looking for. No, he doesn't even need another mana source. Surely he doesn't side. Does he side out his angels in this matchup?
He might think that Troy is.
I wouldn't, because the flame is pretty good to block it.
See, Platypus in the chat saying, we passed right through the intersection on our way home from Ohio to North Carolina. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, you have to drive through, like, right past the store to get a lot of places. So I always encourage people, when you're going to the beach in the summer, look it up. Be like, hey, am I going 64 all the way?
Yeah.
Stop Lost Legion.
Yeah.
Come by frickin' get a moon pie.
Yeah, you get a moon pie.
Get a My Little Pony energy
and they
drink.
might even heat it up for you in their employee microwave if you're lucky.
They're not doing that.
Probably not, but you have to be special.
Only if the employee is your mom. And that's not even a zinger because it's accurate.
Yeah, it is accurate.
Meanwhile,
my mom provided that microwave, so technically it's...
So technically it's not even the store's microwave, it's just your mom's microwave.
It's my mom's. If one of you guys said that, it would have sounded like a zinger. Just like,
they all sound like zingers, that's why I had to, I don't know. We're going to see if I can find another match. Feel free to interact with the chat.
Alright, now I'm Zach. I'm Proxy Zach. This is Proxy Joseph. You look like all of this red hair.
I see less of the soul.
So we can just like steal these now that he's gone. My plan.
It's Crack a Pack Day.
Maybe. But, so,
Apparently I'm not ready for the butt, though.
Oh, I'm not either. Joseph is not ready, yeah. I mean, you already said that up there, buddy, so, I mean, we're both... I don't think anybody is.
On the contrary, I am ready for the butt.
Oh, really? Don't get angry with him now. Don't have this argument with the chat. But, so that's sever... Yeah, alright. Ooh, I like his token sideboard plan. See those tokens in his
I got a
sideboard?
love for platypus.
Platypus 9068. It is really fun. There's not much love that it gets from M14 except Burning Earth, either in the side or main, but you'd have to add lands. I added Mutavaults, which is good. Yeah,
Doesn't get any love from me, though.
well, okay. I don't know how to answer this, so I'm just going to ignore it.
Well, congratulations to Dr. Bud. He actually has a PhD in butt. That's really...
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty impressive.
That's really hard degree to get, actually.
Alright, I'm no longer Zach.
Alright, we got some movers. Possibly some shakers as well. We do have more packs to open. Is Aaron Daly still out there?
Don't hit it now. Alright.
Do you know if Aaron Daly's still here? He hasn't left, right?
I don't know.
I don't think he would. Probably playing Commander.
Probably. Wait, are they going to... They're not going to Game 3, right?
Garrett 1-1 and Troy 1-1, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm stupid. They're going to Game 3, I'm sorry. I forgot that she won the first one. I thought that was over. You guys failed to recognize that I'm retarded.
This just in.
Well done,
Zach
guys.
is retarded.
Do you guys need any help with critical thinking, or? Because I'm pretty good at it. I literally thought that's one of the most awkward. I'm gonna love that. I wish I had better video editing capabilities with my, because this records in Flash video. But I'd love to go back and like chop it up where it's like, let me go get another game, and then flash to black. That was only game 2. The match is still continuing. Troy King, and well, it makes sense now because when I walked out there, Troy was like, "Uh-oh, what mistake did we make?" And I was like, "Oh, nothing." Now it makes perfect sense, like why they were. I'm so dumb.
Shame goes on the stack. Error resolved.
Shame goes on the stack. That's a good one. Question in the chat from Kalatash: Once Thragtusk rotates, how far down in price will it fall? I'd say it's probably a max $5 card.
I think it played in like modern or anything else, does it?
Huh?
Very minimally played in other formats.
It's like played in, like there are some, I think there are like 1 or 2 decks that play like a singleton copy in modern.
Yeah, there's like Kiki Pod. I saw one that played it inside.
Yeah, there's a gifts decks in the Players Championship that plays one on the side as well. But it's just a one-of. I mean, it's a card that shows up in Commander occasionally because you can you do some degenerate things with it, and it goes in every cube. But other than that, it's probably a $3 card. But it is kind of the card that has like enough like valuable effects on the game that it might get. They might print something that will eventually make it a modern staple. But I'd say it's probably. So here we see Scavenging Ooze, which is going to wreak havoc on the reanimation portion of Garrett's deck. However,
Main board.
huh?
That's main board too.
Yeah. Well, it's main board in a lot of decks these days, not the least of which is Jund. But Garrett still has Angels. Like, I mean, you can still just, like, unlike Legacy Reanimator, Standard Reanimator is perfectly fine at just casting its dudes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was the thing with the old, like, Frights deck, the red-based Reanimator deck.
Yeah.
It just played, like, 8 1-drop mana guys and would just sometimes cast a turn 3 Inferno Titan.
Yeah.
So, nice Tormod's Crypt.
Yeah.
Here's an Elishnor, and have it. Get some. So playing the Breeding Pool untaps, maximizing the amount of green mana Troy has available. there is the Spectral Flight. Seems to be like the most important card in this matchup.
Yeah.
Garrett's going to go ahead and drop down to 8, so half his life total disappearing. Let's see what Garrett's got here. Not looking good for our man with the Elvish Mystic. 5 mana for a Thragtusk. It's going to put him out of lethal damage range from that Geist of St. Trapped. But still not in a position where he can feel at all comfortable about his stake in this game. Scavenging Ooze is going to eat the Fiend Hunter at the end of Garrett's turn. So there's the 8 damage. Same as last turn, so Garrett down to 5. Still facing down an active Scavenging Ooze. Does have an Angel in his hand, but he is 2 turns away from casting it, even with the addition of the Elvish Mystic. So I imagine Troy has Advent of the Worm here. Is that what he's representing?
Or just Scavenging Ooze eats.
Yeah, but I think you would want to do that on your turn while Garrett's tapped out. Oh, no, he can't flash anything back. No, I was thinking he could flash something back. Which, in that case, you do want to do that because you don't have a priority at any point to... No, Garrett tried to indicate that he would only attack if Troy would block with the one creature. Oh, Elder Scale Worm.
That's pretty saucy.
Yeah, because I don't think Garrett can beat... I don't think Troy can beat that. He has Simic Charm. If he still has it in his deck, he can bounce it and then kill him. Oh, how good would it have been to see Elder Scale Worm on this...
11.